What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. Had to wait for my stress levels to go down from kids to go live here. I was so stressed out, so I just kind of took a little nap. But welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you are all doing well. Going to play some Punch-Out and a short run of Mario 3. Hey, good evening, Alvin. Thank you for the stars, dude. Thank you, Alvin. Appreciate you, brother. What's up, Punk Sticks? How you doing, man? How's it going, everybody? We're gonna play some Punch-Out tonight. Last Joe was always an easy fight. Here we go. Big thanks again, Alvin, for the 100 stars. Appreciate you, dude. How's it going? David Vincent Clemens, welcome in. Thank you for the share. This is one game that pretty much does not get old. Yeah, there's a lot of old games that don't get old if they don't get tired of playing. This is one of them. Here we go. What's going on, Punk Sticks? Welcome in. There we go. Well, thank you again, Alvin, for the stars. It looks like everybody already quit talking. Let's see here. Let me refresh this and see if anybody else is saying anything here. Looks like there's 4 people hanging out in the book. Who's here right now? I'm gonna let people know that I'm live by messaging the Discord. People might not have gotten notifications. Here we go. Can't wait till the day when I can get on a little earlier and feel refreshed. I realistically should probably try to... How was my Tuesday? I'm glad it's over. Unfortunately, it's been just a really, really rough day mentally. Here we go. Thank you for asking. I wonder if people are having trouble commenting over on Facebook. Hey, you can do something besides give me star punches? There we go, got him. Alright, here we go. Oh, nice. Yep, I see that. Nice update. Jeremy, welcome in. Here we go. Let's take down Flemco. Take down Don Flamenco. He just looks ridiculous. There we go. Got him. Here we go. Excellent. Who's hanging out here on Facebook besides Alvin, Kevin, and Jeremy? We got some lurking mofos here. What's going on, you guys? Thanks for joining. Welcome in. Say hello to help spur the algorithm. Or be like Alvin and send some stars. Just say hello. What's up, Moses? How you doing, brother? Thank you for the follow, Age, and the notify. Welcome in. All right, onward. This is a trick I learned when I was younger, just to sit here and make him attack. You got so many hearts too, it's kind of hard to get fatigued in this match. Blaze, how are you today? How are you and your dad doing? There we go. Good night. It was 7 seconds till he was even gonna do his special. Man, I feel like I should have just gone to bed. Here we go. Thanks again for joining. Welcome, welcome. Make sure to hit the like and the share button if you're able to, and say hi if you're lurking. There we go. We got him in a loop now. Perfect. That loop was hard to learn. It's really tough to hit Bald Bull with star punches. He will dodge the next one if I throw another one. Oh. There we go. And here we go. Gene Carlos, welcome in. What is up with all the lurking, y'all? How's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. What is up with all the lurking? And done for. That fight's over. That's always an easy one. I'm not really sure what Wiggum Forever means. When I see that, I think Chief Wiggum from like Simpsons. He says correct. All right. And Soda Pop was always really tough. I always had trouble with him as a kid. He just seemed very awkward. Hi, Debbie. What's up, Mark? How's it going, everybody? Debbie with the like and the share, thank you. Mark L, your profile looks like you're a bot. Oh my gosh. There we go, got him. How was your day today, Debbie? Man, what I wouldn't give for a day where I didn't have to do much right now. Boredom is a gift. Oh no. I just accidentally pressed select at the beginning of the round, which takes half my life away, darn it. We got 7 people hanging out on YouTube, but no one's saying a word. What's up with all the lurking, you guys? What is going on? Like, there, you gotta at least say hello or something. It is super simple. Just type HI and then send. Takes 0 effort. Here we go. Hey, from work. Welcome in, Ashley. How are you? Hope you're having a good night, Ashley. Welcome in. They're busy twerking, they are. If you're lurking, you're twerking, and they are the biggest bunch of twerkers I've ever seen. What's up, Mr. Music Guy? What's up, Brandon? Old friend, I don't even remember you. Welcome in. How you doing though? Hey, Jeremy says hello from my bedroom watching TV. Here we go. Okay. Those rolling punches that he does are so fast. And with how much I'm getting knocked around, I'm surprised I got that. Hey, Celita, welcome in. How's it going tonight? It's going good. It's going good. Just slow to start. Just slow to start. Mark L, are you spamming? I'm gonna ban you if you're spamming. And you look like a bot. Hopefully everybody had some good food today. Good food and... Okay, yeah, I'm about to ban Mark. Mark, say something else besides hi and prove you're not a bot. That's so weak. You made vegetable soup today? I bet it was amazing. I bet it was so good. What'd you put in it? Veggie soup was good. Celery, some kind of beans. I mean, Jeremy, are you... He looks like a bot, dude. The profile's not available when you... The profile's not available when you click on it. You just had red beans and rice. Red beans and rice is always good. Yeah, I can click on Borshell's profile, but when I click on Mark L's profile, it says this page is unavailable. You're definitely a bot. It was really good. Corn, green beans, potatoes, carrots, peas. That sounds good. Alright, Mark L. Goodbye. You're banned. Oh, and stew meat. That sounds good. 'Cause, 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 'c All right, there we go. Mark L has been banned. What's up, Noah? How's it going, dude? I am good. I am Long Bomb from the blue side. Long Bomb. I don't know you, I guess. That's okay. Welcome in. You know, new people are always welcome too. Well, thanks for joining. Hey, Noah, said Debbie. Hey, Grandma, said Noah. Alright, there we go. Got Sandman. Alright, here we go. What's up, Joseph Neal? How you doing, bud? I wonder if I'll beat Sandman tonight. There we go. My brother was playing Subterrane earlier on Sega on Steam. Nice. That's a good game. I'm not great at it. I can't even get very far in that game. Here we go. All right, here we go. Moving on to Super Macho Man. We got 12 people hanging out on the book right now, but it sure doesn't seem like it. We got some awesome people chatting though, like Debbie and Ashley and Noah and a few other people. We got 10 people hanging out on YouTube, but it seems like there's no one even over there. He is tough, and if it wasn't for this one stupid punch that he does, the really quick punch, I would probably be able to beat him. There we go. Oh shit. Should I just end over on YouTube, guys? Are you even gonna talk? I hate that. Catching up on a charting while listening to you has been a rough night so far. Oh man. No emergency baby at least, huh? That's good. You started Ocarina of Time? Nice, Debbie. No, just stay on Facebook, Jeremy. I'm just wondering what's going on with YouTube. I mean, there's only 5 comments over there and I've been live for 30 minutes. It's just strange. But, I mean, I don't know. Slow all around. You know, it's the 10th of the month right now and I used to hit level 10. If it was the 10th of the month 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have hit 10k stars 12 to 15 times now. This month, can you believe it, guys? I've only hit level 10 3 times on Facebook. This month has been a struggle. One of those months that makes me wonder if I should still do this or not. There we go. Hey, Smashley, said Noah. Alright, let's take down Tyson. And then we're going to play some Mario 3. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Tonight's the last of your night shifts, of your shifts of the week. I'll be damn glad to see daylight in a few hours. There you go, yeah? Hey, Happy Hippie, welcome in. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? I just can't get his anticipation down. What's up, Petra? How's it going, bud? Happy Raid, welcome in. How's it going, dude? God damn it. I'm only going to try a couple more times. Last time I played this, I won by decision, and then the last time I played this before that, I beat him within 2 rounds. Can't do it anymore. That's a good question. I don't know why they're putting... I mean, Skeptic, you do realize, like I said, the last 2 times I played this, I beat him, right? Alright, here we go. Alright, sound should turn on soon. Unfortunately, the system is just messed up. I know, the game sound is messed up on my AVS, and it takes a second for it to turn on. I have some motivation for you. Mike Tyson ate your cheeseburger. Game sound should turn on soon. I don't know why it does this. There we go, see? Here we go. Now we got game sound. It's just something I can't control, unfortunately. No, you're alright. You're alright. I just can't control that it doesn't work. Unfortunately, you know, it's something I can't control. I just kind of have to. I'm at the mercy of my game system, and even if I were to shut it off and turn it back on, it would still have to go through the same thing. Like the sound just has to kick in. Here we go. Love this game, said Jeremy. Hell yeah. Make a cup of tea. There we go. How can your phone not charge? I mean, not that I care, you know, but I don't understand how you can't charge and watch at the same time. Does your phone not allow it? Like, not that I care. If you need to get out of here, get out of here. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But I think all phones can watch, and you can, your phone doesn't lose any functionality by charging it. Like, if you gotta go, cool, no problem. Flipping doesn't work. Here we go. All right, excellent. Yo, what's up, Jay Kells? How you doing? All right, we're gonna get this one too here. You make tea while gaming? Mine is usually a beer or a double shot of Buffalo Trace bourbon with a coffee with a can of Coke. There you go. I'm gonna lie to you, Jay Kells. I'm doing great. Ah. No, understandable. Is your charger cable like messed up or something like that? I've had that before, to where my charger cable has to be in the port a certain way or it won't charge. That makes sense. I was just curious because you said you can't watch while you're charged. I'm like, well, what could it be? Because I just get curious. So I just like to know. I'm, you know, nosy. Someone makes a comment like that, doesn't make sense. I'm like, let's make sense of this. Can't charge and watch at the same time, but why? You know, I'm thinking to myself, like, if you don't want to watch, just don't watch. That's so cool. Petra, I'm not really a big fan of the way you're telling me that, honestly. It's almost kind of like, almost kind of demanding. There you go. Yeah, I don't really drink at all, you know, anymore these days, but sometimes a drink would be nice. Do you own a Superboy? No.
Don't give up, buddy. You are wonderful at this and bring great entertainment and conversations to all of us.
I appreciate that. I do. Thank you. No, I don't own a Superboy. Appreciate you, long man. It's just been so slow this month, dude. It's been so slow. Like worrisomely slow.
Roshi? Broccoli? Just give it up. It's all over.
Thank you, long man. Appreciate that. I haven't seen a super chat from you in a while, brother. Thank you so much. No, I don't have any need for a Superboy. Definitely appreciate that, long man.
Don't give up, buddy. You are wonderful at this and bring great entertainment and conversations to all of us.
Yeah, I guess I'm just getting discouraged. Yeah, Superboys are cool. I personally don't have any need for portable systems really, since I never leave my house, and I know I have a Switch, but to me it's just a game system. You know, I think I may have undocked my Switch 2 like 5 times since I've had it. You know, I don't have any reason to really undock it, because most of what I do is right here, and when I'm out and about, you know, I don't have time to play any games or anything like that. When I'm not working, I barely have time to sit. So yeah. Thank you so much again, Long Man. Appreciate you. And thanks everybody for joining. I really appreciate everybody watching and talking. Sure wish I could have some of Debbie's soup. I think that would be really good right now. I bet it's good for when you're sick. Here we go. You're alright, Long Man. I appreciate anything and everything you do, brother. I really do. There's just... Now, I want to say this really quick. Let's see here. When I say this, I'm not talking about Noah or Chris Knapp or Justin Vogel or Angelo or Bradley or Debbie or Patrick Keller or Alvin or Jay or Ori or Mike. But there are a lot of people who used to come in here, and I'm just, you know, there's a lot of people who used to come in the stream who I just don't see anymore. You made a ton of what? I wish I could too. I made a ton of... I don't know what you're saying now. I'm sorry, cut off. Oh, Patrick Keller, you know, Ori, Mike Nesky, Ivana, Batclat. You know, I appreciate everything everyone does. No, you're okay, Debbie. You are okay. I just appreciate you being here. I really do. It just makes me wonder, you know, what happened to all the other people who used to support. Could you imagine if everyone who supported at one time never stopped supporting? Or never stopped showing up? Like, there would be... The support would absolutely be off the chain, but I feel like I've lost half or more of the people who used to support the stream, and it's kind of scary. You know, we've gained back some, you know, through new viewers and stuff, but man, oh man, it is some of the most uncertain times I've ever had doing this. I had 5 years of doing this where it was like every day it seemed like I couldn't lose. It is super worrisome, man. Does your brother stop in a time? No, your brother never shows up. And he never raids anymore either. But I can't blame him. Thank you, Fat Flat.
Hi ADD, what do you call a turtle with a heart on? A slowpoke.
Oh my god.
Fuffer.
That's funny. I also want everybody to know I'm not discounting anything that anyone does this month. I really appreciate it all. I really do. There just used to be so many more people who used to support, and it makes me wonder if I did something. You know, if I did something, said something. Anyway, I don't know. But either way, thank you so much, Fat Clat. Appreciate you, dude. Let me update that, Fat Clat. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
Well, Texas Tech
Thank you, Clat.
has shown a little bit of everything.
I mean, sure. And I understand and respect that. You know, if people, there are people who at one point, you know, like there are definitely people who at one point, you know, have sent a ton and then, you know, couldn't later. And I never, ever judge. You know, I don't treat anybody differently. You know, I that's one thing I definitely do not do. I treat everyone with the same respect, with the same respect, whether they support or not. You know, even if someone, let's say someone sends, you know, there has been people who've sent, you know, $500 in a month for a few months in a row, and then, you know, like all of a sudden it's crickets, and you know, I still treat him exactly the same, still greet him with the same enthusiasm. You know, Ryan Rodriguez, when he was alive, you know, he sent like $800 one month and then sent like $400 the next month, and that was out of like years that he watched. Like, he never sent anything at all. I never judged, never treated him any differently, and then he sent a ton. And you know, then and then he just couldn't anymore, but I still, you know, he was, you know, I don't judge based on that. I mean, I just hope, man. You know, you just hope. Thank you again, Fat Clad. Appreciate you, man. I mean, skeptic, of course. I take that into account, and I understand that. You know. But right now, you know, I'm just bitching, man. I'm not looking for answers, you know. That's the obvious thing. You know, I'm just, you know, you ever had a girlfriend who gets mad at you because she doesn't want a solution? She just wants to be heard. Holy shit. Holy fuck balls, Debbie. Debbie, I thought you just... I'm not even gonna argue. Thank you so much. Good lord, appreciate that. Lordy, lordy. Well, just don't, anybody don't do anything that they can't. Thank you so much.
What do you call a slowpoke with a heart on? A turtle. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. Just want to make you feel better, sweet pea. Red heart emoji.
Thank
Red
you,
heart
Debbie.
Emoji.
I certainly super appreciate that. And I never... Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you. I'm very, very, very grateful. I definitely did not expect that.
Seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching
Hashtag grandma
bravery
rules,
and
you're goddamn
skill in
right.
the face of dark.
Thank you so much, Debbie. And
Use me, princess. Hey, excuse me,
that's a crazy
princess.
one right there. Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate that. I'm just venting, but I really, really, really super appreciate that. That's amazing. That's incredible. I do. Well, now I don't know what to say.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're
Other
right.
than thank you a lot. Good Lord. Guys, everybody give me a hashtag Debbie if you can. You give me a hashtag FatClat and a hashtag Debbie. Sometimes I get so down on myself that like it comes out, you know. You guys ever get that way to where you can't hold back your thoughts anymore, and it comes out like a hashtag ADD said Debbie. It comes out like a floodgate. I think that's just what happens sometimes, is I can't hold it back anymore. You're amazing, Debbie. Thank you so much. I definitely didn't expect that. Cause I just, man, thank you. You got me speechless. I really do hope this month turns around like crazy. So thank you. That's a hell of a way to start turning the month around.
I don't understand. I can't go down there. I hate sewers. They smell like poo gas.
Thank you again, FatClat. And thank you, Lung Man. I'm a little taken back right now. Here we go. Man. Thank you so much. Incredible. Well, Debbie did a hashtag ADD. If you guys can do a hashtag Debbie, that'd be awesome. Well, I guess I don't really ever get the Christmas blues as much as I'm knee deep in diapers every day, surrounded by screaming kids all day blues that I just like. And also it has, I mean, despite tonight being incredible already, thank you so much. Thank you again. This has started off to be one of the slowest months I've ever had, to be honest with you. But I won't lie if I say I'm speechless right now, and I really super appreciate it.
Let's get dangerous.
Thank you, FatClat. Here we go. I think I'm going to start playing Mario 3 at night from now on. It seems to do a lot better than in the morning. Man, 10K stars from Debbie. That is a star number I have not seen in a while. Debbie, that's a third of the stars for the whole month right there. Thank you again. Nikki Griffin, we don't see you anymore. Hello. Hashtag Debbie. Hashtag ADD. We got hashtag Kyle on top of that. Does watching previous videos on YouTube help any financially? I am off work and always my go-to for listening. it does more on Facebook, long man. On my short videos, dead heavy with the hashtag FAPA. It does more on my short videos, long man, on Facebook. YouTube, I don't really make a whole lot of ad revenue right now, but Facebook, absolutely I do. I don't make a ton on Facebook, but I make like, for every 100 views, I make a penny to 3 pennies, and the most I've made so far is about $5. But it's, you know, it's something, you know. Like, I think I make about like $30 a month on ad revenue so far. I would like it to, I just don't get the reach that other creators do. You know, like there are creators that just seem like they just put a picture out and Facebook just eats it up, and next thing you know, they have 5,000 reacts and 50 shares, and you know, like, some of my videos do okay. Like one of my Mortal Kombat videos right now has like, you know, it has like 64,000 views, and another one has like 10,000, and then another one right now, like my most recent Mortal Kombat video, has like 300 likes or whatever. So like, I'm doing okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, Ivana. Yeah, I see you every time too, and I really appreciate it. It does, absolutely. So if you're someone who can't, you know, support with stars or super chats, liking my short videos, commenting on my short videos, that helps a lot. I had given up on the book after they were screwing with you a couple months ago. So yeah, that was everybody, unfortunately. There was a big wide issue. That at the beginning of the year changed everything. I feel like that was a big unfortunate turning point. There were a lot of people who left Facebook after the last star debacle. And that really affected the page, like, big time. I think that was a big turning point in the support. You know, another person we don't see anymore who used to come in, I swear, John Kime. He used to come in and drop like 3,000 stars like every couple weeks, and we don't see John Kime anymore, not even in here just to talk. Aaron Kalneck used to come in here and drop like 10,000 stars like at least once a month. You know, we don't see him anymore. Let's see here. Well, let's see here. There's a lot of people who used to send a lot of stars who we don't see anymore, and you know, like, I don't know. Robert Valadares. Thank you, Ivana. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of people who we don't see
Guy
anymore.
caught his son outside chewing on electrical wires, so he had to ground him. The son is doing better currently and conducting himself properly.
Oh my
Woman
gosh.
face palming emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Smiley face emoji.
Thank you, Ivana. Debbie, by the way, that's, I'm sure you probably know, but that is 2 screens for you. And Fat Clat, you're halfway to a screen, good sir. I don't know if Fat Clat's still here or not, but thank you so much, Clat. I would have been... Yeah, I'm really depressed today. I'm a weird, excited, happy, depressed right now. Like, I'm super ecstatic for the stars that just came in from Debbie and Fat Clat and Ivana and Lungman, but I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Like, my whole day I feel like I'm in fight or flight almost, you know, due to like, just like Eli right now. He's just, like, he is screaming. I'm still here, got you on in the background. Hell yeah, Fat Clat. Thank you again, brother. Why am I thinking about the past? So, you skeptic, you're telling me you never think about the past. Ever. You never ever think about the past, skeptic? Not once, not ever? There we go. You know, I don't really respond well to the whole tough love skeptic. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Does you look like a bitch?
Do you guys think it would be dumb to make it to where, like, I don't turn avatars on until the stream reaches like 2K stars or something like that? What do you guys think of that? Like once the channel reaches $20 in revenue for the day, I turn on the, you know, for the stream, I turn on stream avatars or something like that. What do you guys think about that? Just asking an honest question. I know there's a lot of people who like the stream avatars who may not support, who might, you know. What's the idea behind that, if you don't mind me asking? Just to drive support? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I mean, if it's a bad idea, tell me it's a bad idea. You know, I'm just asking though. You personally think the avatars is not what is bringing people into the stream. Fair enough. Okay, we got one, sure it may help, and one, I appreciate fact. I appreciate input, negative or positive, or not necessarily negative, but you know, I don't mind, you know, someone saying, ah, that's not really a good idea. Avatars are neat, but I don't think it matters that much to people. Fair enough. I personally think the avatars is not what's bringing people in. Sure, no, I understand that, Fatclat. But like, I don't know, I think like maybe, like, I don't know. It's just a thought. Because, you know, maybe it would drive. I guess my thought process is, I personally don't think the avatar, well, no, and you're right, Fatclat, I don't think the avatars is what's bringing people into the stream. Because if that was the case, then, you know, I've only been using stream avatars for a while. You know, it hasn't been that long. It's maybe been a couple years or so. So yeah, I know that people don't come in here for the avatars. I don't know, maybe it's not the best idea. You know, just an idea that crossed my mind though. Maybe. It's just an idea. It's like when I asked you, Fatclad, if you think that, like, you know, if the avatars is something that could, like, only be for supporters possibly, you know, or only be for, I don't know. But no, you're right. I know that the stream avatars is not what's getting people in. You know, it's the game, it's the conversation, it's my personality when I'm not being a little bitch. When I'm not all up in my feelings. You're right. Just more or less, you know, like, had the thought come to mind and wanted to see what you guys thought. though giving it to only supporters could be a good incentive to be a supporter. See, I can't do that, unfortunately. I can't. That's why I was thinking, because you can't, it won't let you in the programming make it only for supporters, unfortunately. So that's why I was thinking that if I set it up to where once we hit like $20 in support for the stream, then I turn on stream avatars. So I was thinking that might drive some people who like the avatars to maybe support to get the avatars turned on. I don't know. Like, I thought it was a good idea at first, but like I'm open to criticism. I don't think my idea is so good that right. So do you think that's a bad idea, like turning on, like making it like, you know, like once we hit a certain amount of revenue, like we turn the stream avatars on? Do you think that's a bad thing, or do you think it's a good idea? What do you think? Like, I trust your opinion. I think Debbie has great insight. I only see one person ask about, yeah, that's true. That's true, Debbie. No, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I was just saying most don't come in for the avatars, but it isn't a bad idea to give it a try. Fair enough. Okay. At first I was thinking you were saying like it was a bad idea. Like when you said, and I didn't take it personally, but when you said, what's the idea behind that, if you don't mind me asking, like immediately in my head, I'm thinking, oh crap, that's a bad idea, you know? But no, I appreciate the insight, and I'm never too, you know, big-headed to think that, oh crap, you know, that how dare they think my idea is a bad idea. No, I'm not like that at all. You know, I'm totally open to someone saying that's a bad idea. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it is, you know. However, you're not out anything if you try it. It's either going to make a difference or not. Okay. That's a smart statement too. I was just getting context around it so I can form a thoughtful response. Fair enough. Okay, thank you, Fat Clad. Or maybe I could just make it like, I don't know. It's something to think about. Hi, Nikki. Can we get one more? Can we get one more hashtag Debbie for the 10,000 stars? Because that's insane. That's the biggest dono we've had this month, man. It has been a slow start. So thank you so much. One more hashtag Debbie if you guys can. Ivana with the thank you. I don't think, you know what? I don't think I've had an old taco gummy yet. Let's do that. Hashtag Grandma Debbie from Noah. What do you think of the idea, Noah? That cough sounded rough. Is that the lovely It is the lovely Cortina in the back sounding like that. She's not feeling well. And unfortunately, her job doesn't give her any leeway. They work her to the bone, man. She's there practically she gets up at 3:30, 5:30, and I'm thinking to myself, it's just not that serious. Like, coffee, it's coffee. You know, it's just not that serious. You're okay, Noah. Then what the hell are you waiting for? It's taco time, for heaven's sakes. Do it, man. Thanks, Debbie. Grandma approved. Tacos initiated. Yeah, we both have a bit of a cough right now. We're both... I'm just feeling ran ragged today, man. I'm feeling... like... just feeling ran ragged by the kiddos. I always appreciate Fat Clat's response, or anybody's response, or grandma advice. This is madness. No tacos before the stream. That's how stressed I was, Fat Clat. That is how stressed I was. Oh, the idea that's being discussed, Noah. What I was thinking about doing, Noah, is setting a star goal to have the avatars turned on during the stream. Like let's say once I hit 1,000 stars on stream, I turn the avatars on. I was just thinking it might drive support from some people who really like the avatars, but maybe don't ever support. I don't know. You know, just trying to, you know, kind of like a business trying to, you know, a donut shop trying to find a way to sell more donuts, you know. I'm just trying to find a way to maybe entice more people to, you know, use that star button is all, just being honest, you know. Or use that super chat button, you know what I mean? That's all. That's not a bad idea, it's worth a shot. I have an appointment Thursday to see a doctor. Yeah, everybody seems to be having some kind of cold right now. Yeah, Eli today has just been throwing fit after fit after fit after fit, and it's like, it's almost like after a while the crying is just, it's so much, man. Like I feel like my brain's been on like fight mode all day, fight or flight mode, like from, I won't lie, some days I feel like I'm getting PTSD from taking care of kids. Like, cause there's just always some kind of drama. There's always something. There's either Lucas screaming about his Switch dying or screaming about having to brush his teeth, and, you know, there's, you know, Eli throwing himself. Eli is a notorious headbanger. Like, he likes to, when he gets mad or upset, he likes to hit his head on the floor. Or he likes to hit his head on the wooden floor, and he's learned not to do that. So he does that really soft now. It's funny. He'll go and look back kind of to see how far his head is, and then he'll hit his head on the floor, but he doesn't do it very hard on the wood floor now because he knows it hurts. You know, and then you know, just Lucas is fighting and regressing on potty training because he sees his little brother and sister, you know, and then there's just always someone making a mess, man. There's just always a mess, and it's hard to keep up with, you know. And like Corinne is working so much, like I you know, she's working 60 hours plus her drive, so she's gone like 65 hours throughout the week, you know. And I know that's hard on her, but man, it's like I'm freaking, I am drowning here some days taking care of these kids, man. It is so tough. Like I feel like I'm getting PTSD from it some days. Yeah, the page has not seen level 13 this month yet, and I'm so thankful. I really, really super am. Debbie and Fat Clat and a few other awesome people. So okay, so the turning on the avatars at like 1,000 stars or 2,000 stars is not a bad idea, Fat Clat? Noah? Like, you know, like, another person who's not supporting as much as he used to is Angelo. You know, Angelo doesn't support near how much he used to. And I think he, unfortunately, like, I like the guy. Nothing is a bad business idea. Fair enough. I like the guy, but I think for a while there, he was scaring off viewers trying to be like the biggest and only star sender. And I'm really glad that I did not let him, and like, I think I let him have a lot more leeway than I should have, but, you know, because of the amount of stars that he was sending. But then, you know, like, it's so hard to be a creator sometimes. You really have to, I don't know. Hey, Death Star, welcome in, man. Hey, DD, I was wondering if you... I always do a stream on Christmas. Oh yeah. I don't take a day off. No, it's not a bad idea, said Debbie. Okay. Alright. It's worth trying, I guess. If I'm ever eaten by a bear... Oh my gosh.
If I am ever eaten by a bear, you can guarantee my last words were, "Who's a Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy? You are, Foffa, teddy bear emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, smiley face emoji."
You know what's funny that you mentioned that? There is actually... Oh no. I posted a picture of my cat in Discord of her just laying around. Thank you so much, Ivana. So no, it's not a bad idea. Alright. What's up, Chaz? Like, one person who I know for a fact the Mangelo scared off was that Dan Hancock guy. He used to come in here and donate hundreds of dollars a month, and I remember at one point, like, it was almost like Mangelo was sending like spite donations if someone sent 50, or then he did it to April too. Like, we don't see April really anymore, and Mangelo was angry reacting people's comments, and he reported her for sending $100 or whatever. Like, I'm not talking smack, I'm just kind of thinking about the past and how I maybe should have handled things differently, but I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing to think about the past, though. I know, it was weird, Debbie, right? It was just it was just a weird thing. Right? Seriously. No, for sure. I don't blame you, Clat. And that's one thing I've maybe asked you about it like once or twice and don't press the matter anymore. But it's just weird that we don't see him anymore. And if I would have really fallen into that, you know, like, I don't know. I remember that, Debbie. I got pissed about that. Exactly, Fatlat. I agree. I admire the hell out of you for what you do every day out here. on here. I can run a ventilator with some of the best in the world, but I am not computer savvy for shit, and I could never manage and create like you do. I appreciate that, Long Man. Well, what you do is amazing too, man. You keep people alive. Oh, I was so pissed about that, Debbie, when he did that. You know, we learn from our past mistakes, so sometimes there's nothing wrong with focusing on the past as long as you do it in a healthy manner and learn from it and move forward. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, thinking about how things maybe used to be and then thinking about how can I get back to that point, you know? Debbie, just do me a favor. Keep your grandma fingers crossed that the month continues to pick up. Oh, I thought that was too funny, Debbie. Yeah, you don't mess with grandma. Remembering the past is a great tool in learning to not repeat mistakes. That's true. That's very true. I absolutely will. Thank you. And thank you again. I'm super duper grateful. You too, Fat Lad. Thank you, buddy. And thank you, Ivana. Don't mess with grandma, that's right, Punk Six. Yeah, no, I will, some nights I need to take off, but I'm too hard on myself and I don't allow myself to do it. I'm glad I didn't. A lot of times I'm glad I didn't. That's so true, Fat Clat. Well said. Yes, I'm almost done downloading Ghosts of Tsushima. Oh, that's a good game. You're just stubborn, ADD. Me? No. I'm super stubborn. That sucks. He would get upset over this. He seems like he is a really good guy, but for a while he would get mad if people would send larger donos than him. And like one guy never returned. I'm really lucky that like he didn't, you know. Oh man. Debbie, I'm so bad about it. I can't get myself to take off unless I'm ahead on the month. If not, I feel like I feel like I'm just gonna fall so behind, you know? Like I don't know, I feel like I need to make, like I feel like I need, if I'm gonna take off, I need to be ahead of the day of the month, you know? Like that's if I, let's say it's the 12th and I'm at, you know, $800 in revenue for the month, I will absolutely not take off. But if it's the 12th and I'm at $1,400 in revenue for the month, then, you know, I will allow myself a night off. You don't take time off even if you're ahead in the month. I know. That's because I think to myself, ooh, I'm ahead. How much further ahead can I get? You know? I blame my dad for instilling good and bad work ethic. Find a babysitter and go sit at a local taco restaurant. You and Cortina for 2 hours have a, oh, I wish. You know, it would finding someone to watch 5 kids. Oh my god, I will keep screaming that till I'm blue in the face. No, you're right. You're right, but do you know how hard it is to find someone who wants to watch 5 children, 3 in diapers? I mean, we would pay $100 just to go out, and unfortunately, like, if we had, like, you know, oh, I know you would, Debbie, and you'd be wonderful. But no one no one wants to watch our kids. Now, the only thing I can rely on is hearing, like, at what age it's not as difficult as you make it out to be. Damn. We used a 14-year-old to watch 3 kids. I guess it just seems harder than it probably is. I don't know. Tabby's 11 now. I'm thinking like here in a couple years we'll be able to be like, okay, Tabby, you're boss of the house tonight. You know, stay home with the kids. You were 13 and watching 3 kids. One of them was a newborn. It's more fear of having a stranger watch your kids. Once you get over that, it's not bad. Yeah. Take it from me. All this stress and anxiety over shit you can't control will bite you in the ass when you're older, my friend. Take care of yourself now. Now, one thing I will never doubt is Debbie's words. Sometimes just getting out of the house and going down to my mom's for a half hour is nice. Amen, said Fatlat. Like when Tabby's 13, she'll be 13 not this next October, but the next October. So at that point, you know, we'll have Nathan who will be 3 and Lucas who will be almost 6. So at that point we could, you know, probably start going out more and be like, Tabby, stay home with the kids for a couple hours. We're going to go out somewhere. Like 13's okay to, you know, like once they're 13, that's okay to be like, hey, watch them. What do you guys think? That way it would be free. Because honestly, that's a factor I worry about too, is the funds. You know, like we just don't really have the funds to pay a babysitter, honestly, and go out. You know, that would be $150 a night. You know. Maybe after tax season. 13 is a good age to start, in your opinion? It just seems like I used to have like ours was 14 though. When our daughter turned 12, we left her home with the kids. You think 12 is acceptable? I hardly ever missed a stream because of health issues. Now it's different. There are days when I can hardly move because of fatigue. Man, I bet. My mom left me home with my little sister when I was 11 and she was 5. those, you know, I feel like, did you hear about the mom who got arrested because her kid walked home like a mile? Like her kid was walking home and someone called the police and the mom got arrested because of child endangerment. That's the kind of shit I worry about too, you know, like I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem, is unfortunately Tabby is not a mature 11-year-old. You know, she is still very much acts like a toddler, unfortunately. So get the hell out of the house, even if it's for a drive. Yeah. No, I did tonight. I went to Burger King by myself tonight. Went down to my mom's for like 5 minutes and then went to Burger King. So I get out here and there, but I think sometimes I really miss like I wake up in the morning and immediately when I wake up it's time to take care of kids, and then I have to stream for a couple hours because I gotta work, and then I get done streaming and then it's time to take care of kids again. It's time to bring them in the kitchen, you know, feed them, and that takes my whole, what used to be like my chill time in between streams and my relaxed time and my woo-saw time, and maybe, you know, and then like as soon as, you know, it's just like it's just constant. It's go, you know, it never quits from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. It's like it's never ending. And like the last thing I need right now is the stress of like my show doing crappy, but it is, you know, like it's not, it's just, you know, so I don't know. Just a lot of stressing about a lot of things right now. I miss being able to go to a game store just for 2 hours and walk around and look at things, you know, like I used to do that when I was in my 30s. I used to go to, yeah, but it's all the way for us parents with small kids. You gotta just manage that time better. Dude, I try. Like, I'm managing my time pretty good, because I don't think if I was managing my time well, I don't think I would be able to get out, you know, 2 to 3 hour streams a day. So I definitely, like, you know, I have to get their diapers changed and get them fed and get them to a point to where they're, you know, they're copacetic for the next, you know, 2 to 3 hours, you know, with having to hardly get up and stuff like that, you know. So man, like time management is definitely something that I had to learn when serving tables, you know. When I served tables, I had to worry about cook times and bar times and customers, you know, wanting their drinks snappy and wanting this and that snappy, you know. It's like I'm time management was something I was so good at, but outside of doing some alone time with Cortina, you need to de-stress yourself, set some time up for yourself. Cortina home on, dude, that's the thing. And I'll be real honest with you, like, it's hard for me to leave the house and leave her here alone with the kids and stuff, because she can't lift Lucas, really. She can barely lift Lucas and Eli, and she has a hard time changing their diapers because they're stronger than she is, you know. Like, I'm like, how is he stronger than you? He's 4 years old. Well, I don't know, he's just stronger than me, you know. So but yeah, when I go out, I have this constant worry in my head of, you know, even when I go somewhere for 30 minutes, I come back and it seems like shit has just hit the fan. I've been gone for a half hour. How did all this happen? Why, you know, I don't know. That's true. That's true, Ivana. A babysitting agency, that's not a bad idea. I believe it. I have gotten my ass whopper many times by little ones in that age range when I try to give the breathing treatment. You got a ass. Freaking toddler Hulk strength is a real thing, right? They struggle. Cortina is not very strong. I'm not, you know, she'll tell you herself, I'm not just downing because she's a girl, like, you know, because there are some strong women out there, but Cortina is not very strong. The poor girl, I feel bad for her sometimes. She's like Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like, the minute she loses her glasses, she can't see anything. She's one of those to where she has to like feel around for her glasses, like she's legally blind without her glasses, basically. She has to feel around for them. If she doesn't know where they are. Like she's an orange skirt and a jinkies away from being Zelda or being Velma. I really do too. I think it was really dumb that they only put the boot in so many levels. Thank you, Debbie and Fat Clat and Ivana and everybody for all your, you know, your ideas and spitballing and hearing me. Sometimes I just think I need to vent. You know, you spend so many days going through life getting your butt kicked, and then you gotta get it off your chest. Yeah, I do wish the boot was in more levels. And Lungman too. Thank you, Lungman and Death Star Jedi and even Skeptic, and even though I didn't care for some of your answers, you know, I still appreciate you. And Noah, thank you. I'm free, but Fat Clad charges by the hour. Well, I think I'll stick with Debbie's services. You're prettier anyway. Fat Clad's good for that physical support, you know. Wait, did I just say that out loud? How about a mini chop episode? We vote for what ingredients you'll use. Man. I was once again watching... No! Oh, you were watching the stream 5 minutes behind, wondering why my comments weren't showing. I haven't died yet. You know, if I just keep it paused, I'm still living. Fuck. Not bad. First death. Get rid of the things we don't need. No rewind on this system, good sir, using a classic Nintendo. I'm using an ABS, but no rewind. Nope. So, the only time I use rewind is when I play the Super Nintendo version of this game. Oh my god. The only time I use rewind is when I play the Super Nintendo version of this game, and that's kind of like a... That was my own horse shit right there. Nope, no rewind tonight. What was that? That was me just fucking up right there. Like, just straight up fucking up. There we go. Good lord. Hey, Danny, said Debbie. 147 already? Are you kidding me? Meow. Meow the hell. Here we go. Got the Tanuki again. Morning, Grandma said. Danny. That was funny. Well, good. I'm glad I could make you laugh. Thanks again, Ivana, for the most recent stars. We're about 1,300 stars away from the next goal, which is amazing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I think I'll try it. I think I'll do... once we hit 1,000 stars for the stream, I'll open up the avatars. Since I can't make it to where, you know, only supporters can be an avatar. I wish I could do that. But unfortunately, you're not able to. It won't let you set it that way. Here we go. Oh no. Alright, cool. I thought I was going to lose the Tanuki for a minute. I always lose the Tanuki over here, but let's see if I don't today. Sweet. I didn't. Have I watched any good movies lately? I haven't watched a good movie in a little while. I did, however, the other night. I watched, forget what it was. It was an animated movie of sorts. It was, The Prince of Egypt. We watched The Prince of Egypt. No. Good classic story. Mayor of Kingston. That's a good one. Yeah, we watched it on Plex. Thanks, Danny. The kids are going ham on Ren and Stimpy on Plex, by the way. Ren and Stimpy, The Simpsons, Inspector Gadget. Oh, that's Roku. But they're to the point now where they're pretty much like new cartoons suck. New kids shows suck. They don't like new kid shows anymore. Which is good, you know, the new shows suck, man. They suck bad. Oh, Tulsa King, you know, that's one I want to watch eventually. Anybody else in here watching Tulsa King? Like, how the fuck is he still acting though? Like, good lord, how's he moving around like that? Isn't he like 78? The Pit is a good show. Hell of a cast. I have seen so many reels of Suits, and I really, really, really want to watch that show too. He's 79. Yeah, I can only watch like 1 to 3 shows on Nickelodeon now. I don't even know any shows that are on Nickelodeon. Ooh, Suits is an awesome show. Yeah, I do want to watch that. All the best things were made in the 80s, including Most of Us. Tulsa King was very good. The Pit is definitely one on my list. What rolls downstairs, a loner in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. Was great for a snack and fits on your back. It's log, log, log. We just watched that the other day. Yeah, Suits is good. That's about that guy with the photographic memory who passed the bar, like, just by memorizing the book. What's that one movie where who was the girl in Speed with Keanu Reeves? Can't think of her name right now. I heard Rain Man was really good. Can't think of her name. Sandra Bullock. There was a thank you Noah. There was a movie with her. Sandra Bullock. Thank you, Vivana. There was a movie with her. Thank you, Danny. Where she was some kind of lawyer working on like a radioactive area, and she like knew all the names and the phone numbers by heart, like all 600 people by heart or whatever. And she was trying to fight for them to, ooh, your family's making hot cocoa, you can smell it. Ren and Stimpy would go over so well with it. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, yeah, no. Owen and Tabby are loving Ren and Stimpy, but yeah, no, the world's too soft nowadays. Like, it seems like all older people, you know, the world is flipped. Like, all older people, all they want to do is hang out and chill, but it's all the younger people who are obsessed with politics, man. Oh, that was Julia Roberts. Aaron Brockovich. It's all the young people in colleges who are like obsessed with politics, and all people our age are like, fucking who cares? You know, like obviously you care to a point, but man, Aaron Brockovich, okay. Is that her name in the movie, or is that the name of the law firm or something? That's a great movie. Okay. Brockovich. Okay. Need to move that. Aaron Brockovich. That was the name of the real person who did this. Yep, Ivana was right. That's the name of the real life lawyer in Cali. Her name is based on true events because we know that what we think doesn't matter, and what we got old politics making the laws, the younger folks haven't gotten to that point yet. That's probably true, Death Star Jedi. Based on a true story. That's neat. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I actually forgot to turn on my phone, and it's still recording what I'm saying right now as we speak. I hate that. Gotta delete all that it just... There we go. Aaron Brockovich. We pretty much care about reminiscing, our kids, video games, and collecting, right? Ivana, our minds are in sync. You now have a transcription. Make sure that doesn't happen when Cortina, giving the Cortina the rock bottom. I tell you that, it's 407 years ago since that. She's been sick. Maybe that's why I'm so stressed, man. Who knows? That could add to it. I don't know. Google doesn't transcribe sound. She hasn't been feeling well. She had to go to the doctor. Not to get, too, it happens to everybody, but, she was making bread. Great minds think alike. Anyway. She was having female problems for a little while, and now she's sick. So I'll let you connect the dots, but one time I decided to yell Kamehameha and I was laughed and oh my god. That's funny. Oh my god. Kamehameha. That's funny. Cold chill. Ever the romantic. I swear it was an Oscar performance. I really went the distance with it. Life equals stress. Hanukkah, welcome in, buddy. Talking about all kinds of stuff. Mikey, join the conversation. Hey, Mark Popolizio, how are you doing, dude? I think I need to use the restroom. So do me a favor and hang tight while I use the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight with me. My camera's blurry. I'm going to fix that too. I know a lot of you won't go anywhere, but I know some of you may leave who don't really watch the show too often. Stick around if you can.
Old games, old blades, in the dark they gleam. Ancient power stitched into the dream. Controllers clatter, shadows collide in pixelated wars. No place to hide. Old guy ADD rises with fire, takes the fight higher. Challenger doomed, fate conspired. Old guy ADD, the end's desire. Dracula's castle echoes in his veins. Naruto storm wild through his brains. Alchemy bound, he shapes the fight. Dante's fury fuels his might. Will you stand? Can you last? His shadows cast. Old guy ADD rises with fire, takes the fight higher. Challenger doomed, fate conspired. Let's get dangerous.
Yeah, I won't lie, I like that song too. I really like when it goes old guy ADD. I didn't do that either. That was just my best impression. But yeah, I really do like that song too, honestly. You can listen to the now, not that anybody really wants to, but if for some reason you wanted to listen to my fake AI music when I'm off stream, it can be done on my website. There's a music section, you can go there and listen to it if you ever, you know. I love the old guy ADD music, it's catchy. Thanks, Mark. And, you know, for some AI generated music, not bad, right? I usually start with the old guy music too, like, but I don't know. Tonight I've been up in my feelings tonight. I'm experiencing what they call, well, what I like to call little bitch-itis. Not so much anymore though. There's about 10 songs though on the website. Thanks again, Mark Popolizio, for joining. No, that's AI. It was totally made by a computer, like the vocals, everything. Yeah, it was all computer generated. Nope. Because there's another one too, Mark. It's check out this one. Let's see here. Hold on just a second. I definitely didn't make this one right here. Listen to this.
Press start and hold tight, here The king of 8-bit
Take care, long man.
skies and power-ups, he's the retro pro. Blasting through the past on his vintage video. Fireballs and mushroom dreams, pixel wolves and moonlit streams. Every jump's a
Yeah, I didn't make any of those. But you can listen to it on the website. Long man, you rock, dude. Take care, buddy. Gotta run. Gotta go check on all the breathing machines again. Thank you for all you do, man. Love the AI music. Thanks, dude. Have a good one, long man. Lucky to have you as a viewer, brother. Hope to see you again soon, man. Hey, you got any? I'll have to ask you next time you're in here if you have any tips for a chest cold. Long man does that's Jacob. I forget who it is. I forget his actual name. It's nothing personal. I just bad for, you know, I forget who someone is behind the screen name. The Forest is on PS4 now. That's fun. I could never figure out what to do in that game. I always just kind of followed Viper around. Speaking of which, kind of makes me mad he never got a hold of me about the voice acting thing. Like, he totally dangled that carrot in front of my face, and like, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna call you for a voice actor for a Resident Evil thing, and never heard from him. Whatever. Maybe it never happened, but I think if you're gonna tell somebody something, you know, you should at least touch base with them. Let them know what's going on. I don't know, I kind of just don't really appreciate that, I guess. Like, I feel sometimes I don't know. It was weird that he suddenly got a hold of me. Here we go. Anyway, so I don't know if that's happening anymore. That was gonna be, I was excited for that too for a minute, and I was announcing it. And putting eucalyptus essential oil in a diffuser works for me with the cold. Oh, I don't even think we have any of those. Is a diffuser like, does it work the same as like a, oh, I would catch myself on fire all the time in that game. Is a diffuser kind of like an oil lamp, like for the Scentsy oil? Is it kind of like a Scentsy thing? Yeah, the forest is not something that a humidifier with a sponge in it. Okay. We have a built-in humidifier in the house that I don't use, that I need to like figure out how to use. I need to get Jerry Kelly to show me how to use it when they come out here next time. Noah with the uptime. Oh, look, we have an old troll over on YouTube. A racist troll at that. What's up, you racist? How are you? A diffuser. Pour your water in. Are you deleting your comments now so I don't report you? A diffuser, you pour it in and you can drop essential oils and you pour water in. Okay. Why would you call me that, Chris Benoit, if that is not even close to your real name? Why would you call? Are you a kid with the name Chris Benoit? By the way, I'm just curious. No, what? Right. So, are you a kid, Chris? Oh, I'm gonna ban him. I just like to pick people's brains and see why they say things. I just, you know, kind of like to figure things out sometimes. Huh. Yeah, no, he doesn't have one of those. He has none. I do Vicks Vapor Rub. Can't be a kid. He'd be too young to know who Chris Benoit is. Oh, okay. That might be true. Same person there, probably. Different profile. There we go. Yeah, who knows? You're right about that, Fat Flat. Can't be a kid. You're definitely showing your intelligence, though, Shelton. It seems like you have 0. Are you bored, Shelton? Chris Benoit, whatever your name is. Are you just bored? Someone bored in their mom's basement, right? What's up, man? Are you mad that your mom brought you a Hot Pocket and it was cold? I told that bitch to warm it. Oh, so now you're creating multiple profiles with the intent to harass. So you're actually doing something illegal. What does that matter? You're still being racist. It doesn't matter. It's the context. You're using it as a slur towards me. Alright, I'm gonna start by banning your Chris Benoit profile. Let's see here. Alright, there you go. And then let's ban the next one. Let's see here. He's upset because mommy didn't do his laundry. Well, he does live in the basement of mommy's house, so he's probably heard her talking to Chris Benoit before. There you go. He must be sitting in mom's basement typing one-handed.
Ivana, he is from Alabama. He is upset that mommy went to bed with his uncle instead.
You guys are funny. Thank you, Backlat. Here we go. Yeah, Chris Benoit is no longer with us.
Does he look like a bitch?
Here we go. So there's all kinds of secrets in this level that you can't access unless you have the frog suit. Like right there. That's a secret that you can access when you have the frog suit. Anything further here? Let's see. Yeah, I should do that the next time. Like, let's see, what level was that? That was 6-9. So next time I do this game, I need to remember to use the frog suit so I can get the secrets in there, because they have a really funky looking secret room. It's like one of the only secret rooms that looks like it does. It's like a really odd one. But yeah, I'll remember the next time. Maybe next time on the Super Nintendo version we'll go down there. You ever wonder how you stand on a pipe and you can go down without falling? Yeah, who knows? Good question. Alright, here we go. Here's a secret. Yeah, I do wonder that. You know, how do they stand at the top of the pipe without actually falling? Oh, gosh darn it. That really sucks to lose that suit. And that. Boo. Well, looks like the fake profile creating racist is out of here. That's cool. Oh no. I'm excited. 8 days and I get Riley's memorial tattoo. That'll be awesome. It helps. Uncle does look like Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. Here we go. Brad Pitt with no teeth. Just how his mom likes him. Toothless. That's Platt's favorite song. Yes, please do, Noah. Not gonna lie, I'd raw dog his neck with my sniffing. I bet he smells like sandalwood. That's funny. Is there another Brad Pitt? A lesser known one? I wonder if he sneezed. I always thought it was funny in animes whenever someone was talking about someone and then you go to the other character and they sneeze. Ooh, you guys could have only heard my shoulders there. Got him. Well, I look away for 1 minute. In fact, that has gone full fetish mode. Hi, Michael. I wear pearls while watching Sex in the City, Hanukkah. Just pearls? That'd probably make more sense. All right, World 7. Clad's favorite song. All right, so in this world, I can start using some power-ups because I'm not going to need them all for World 8. Turn off her light over here. I'm also going to turn off my top monitor here and make sure that she's not being disturbed. Here we go. Poor girl needs her sleep. She's sick as heck and her job doesn't care. Her job would probably only care if she collapsed. Then they would have to. Which I worry about that happening sometimes, to be honest with you. The way she pushes herself. The other day, she went into work at 5 a.m. She left for work at, 4:15 or 4:20 or whatever, 4:20 in the morning, and then she didn't get home till after 4:30, like gone for 12 hours, 11 hours of working and an hour of driving. Like, good lord. It leaves you with what, like 3.5 strong hours left, maybe 4 or 5 strong hours left if you want to sacrifice some sleep. I have about 1.5 years, and then Lucas will be in school. And I think once Lucas in school, you should try Vicks mixed with a couple drops of eucalyptus or peppermint essential oil. Okay. I have what does she do? She works for a coffee company that wears green aprons. But I'm not going to say which one. You guys can guess. And like, it's amazing how many like there's cup launches and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Sometimes with all the hours she's working, it might be better for her to like, you know, like, I don't know, go get a job at, he said they're not calling her back, but I said, get a job at Costco. You know, they'll pay you like 22 an hour, plus they'll pay overtime if you're over 40, and then you'll have like 15 hours of overtime. Rhymes with bar schmucks. Yeah, you know what? We don't have any essential oils. But that's definitely something that I would check out. How much are essential oils? And are is there different quality of essential oils to where like some work better than others? Yeah, you can get a bottle for less than $10 in a lot of places. That's good to know. You got yours from Target? Okay. And you only need a few drops at a time, so it lasts a long time, right? But you can put it on yourself. You can put it on yourself and you can inhale it. Two to 3 drops at a time. Okay. I did that on purpose, by the way, because I want to use a P-Wing or a Tanuki. Not a P-Wing, but a leaf. Because this level sucks without a leaf. I think I might play some Marvel Cosmic Invasion tonight. I don't have to work for 3 days. Okay, I think I'm just going to use a mushroom. That way I don't waste too much in case I fuck up, and I can get a wing in here pretty quickly. Oh, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Let's go get a mushroom again. Darn Mike. Here we go. Yeah, Cosmic Invasion looked good. Damn it. Knew that was gonna happen. There we go. Now we'll be able to get the tail. Chest colds are awful. I'm just searching for something on the side of the game. There we go. Huh. Oh man, it just keeps resetting. There we go. All right, that'll give you guys more room to comment. You're a Mario fan? Welcome in. Thanks for joining, Liam. Chest colds. And if she gets a sore throat, licorice root tea is really good for the licorice root tea is interesting. Okay, I'll tell her that. Licorice root tea. I've never even heard of such a thing. Sometimes I feel like I need to do like, it seems like content that gets people talking is like ragey content. You know what's funny is like if I post like for my short videos, if I post like Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis, those videos do so well because people love to hate Mortal Kombat on Sega. And I'll just get so many comments saying this game was trash. The sound was so bad. The Super Nintendo one was so much better. And then you'll have the Sega crew coming in there being like, yeah, the Super Nintendo one was better, but it didn't have fatalities or blood, you know? So like, it wasn't better. People loved the Sega version. So you have, and then I'll post I'll post the arcade. Today I posted Mortal Kombat Arcade, then I put Sega Genesis was way better, and then I posted a video earlier of Mario World and I said this was harder than Mario 3. It seems like posting something negative or kind of like argumentative does better than posting something like, like this game was amazing. Maybe get like 2 comments, be like, yeah, this game was awesome. I loved this game. But if you post like, post a really good game and be like, this game sucked. People will be like, this game doesn't suck. You suck. This game was awesome. I love this game. I have so many memories of this game. I got this game Christmas morning. The comments just keep going. Like, I've been trying to say like half-ass negative shit when I post on like and it's been kind of working to get more more people chatting basically. There's a creator I watch who makes a ton off of ads, and she was saying she posts, stuff that makes people argue in her comments, basically. I like that you get to pick Marvel characters and switch between them and use them as an ally combo. That is cool. So you could have 6 people playing, but there will really be 12 heroes. Every time you play, you get to pick 2 characters to be, and you can switch between them. I loved the Sega version too, Noah. That was the one I'm most nostalgic for. We are into Eastern medicine over here. You guys not actually take like... Let's see, hold on just a second. Holistic system developed over thousands of years. Acupuncture, herbal medicine. Interesting. I studied a lot about, well, not a lot, but I studied a little about Qigong whenever I did Kung Fu. We had a lot of like things where we would like push down and then, you know, pull back and go out and come back, and then, you know, we go this way and come back. You just pushing the chi around basically, and holding resistance as you push and shit. Doing the opposite with the other arm. I need to start doing those again. Maybe I need to start, like, I remember a lot of my old Kung Fu and like my stances and stuff. Maybe that's what I'm missing in my life. Maybe I'm missing some exercise. My wife makes us homemade soap. We try our best to be as holistic as possible. A lot of borax. Yeah, I love natural soaps. There's Debbie, you might know of this brand. Debbie, are you still here? I use a brand. My mom is 80, and she, okay, have you ever heard of a brand of soap called Yardley? I make my own detergent, so yeah, I feel that. That's awesome. Might just be a Midwest thing, who knows? Fuck. But anyway, oh yes, very popular. Yeah, so it's very like a very simple recipe. That's what I use. I use Yardley soap. And it's very minimalist in the ingredients. Did you guys hear about that guy from Campbell's Soup that allegedly got fired for like talking smack about the soup when he was on a show? Allegedly. Does it smell better? I didn't care for the smell, but it was good soap. It was the guy from Campbell's IT, yeah. Debbie, I like the smell. Like, let's see, what do we have right now? Oh. Like right now I have this, and this is oatmeal and almond. Yeah, honestly, like, I really like the smell of it. And the ingredients are fairly simple. Yeah, they sell it at the Dollar Tree. You know, dry bar. It couldn't hurt. I don't know if they changed the recipe or not. I would love to start making my own soap though. I think that's a neat idea. That is something we would really like to do eventually. If you have a sore throat, oh yeah, no, Cortina wouldn't do that. Cortina doesn't drink, and neither do I really, unfortunately, anymore. But that's an old, you know, that's my mom said when, you know, when babies weren't feeling well, my grandpa used to take, you know, dip his finger in a little bit of whiskey. No, I have no time to drink. No, drinking is a... My wife has been making soap as long as we've been married. That's crazy awesome. I have a friend that makes soap and sells it online. That's crazy. I think Cortina would do stuff like that if she, was, you know, able to be home more. But maybe I should bring up the idea, you know, and say, let's do it together. Maybe that could be something that we could do together, is make soap. Not a bad idea. You know, that's something, you know. I guess we have... We could make it work. Could probably even get the kids in on it. That might be a fun family project to do, is like make some soap. Is it expensive to make your own soap? Dude, normally it's cheaper in the long run, but more expensive up front, you know? Might I ask, what does she do for work in general? She works at a... You're okay. I'm nosy too sometimes. She works for a coffee company. What, the one with the green aprons rhymes with bar schmucks. She's a store manager, so she is in charge of everything. So what sucks and what's being fixed soon, and what has her working so much more, is a bunch of stores were having issues and people quitting, and Corinne just trains awesome people. She trains people to be managers, and she's trained a lot of people to run stores and be managers. Well, unfortunately, they just came in and took all of her employees, took all of her good employees, like took her store manager. Her store manager was writing the schedule, and writing a schedule for 50 people, you know, 30 to 50 people is just a lot of work. And it's something that she's there, like, you know, she comes home and does it sometimes, but other times she has a deadline and she can't afford to leave and drive for an hour and then come home and, you know, maybe have time to do it with the kids being there, you know? So, like, I understand, you know, she has to write the schedule. And so she had someone who she had trained to write the schedule for a long time. And her manager just comes in and just yoink, 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 takes all of her good people, all of her managers, and he's just like, you can just hire more people, you know. And at the time, cool, but like, no one, hardly people aren't turning in applications right now, so it's like hard to find people too. People aren't applying, but she's managed to get a few people. But he took her down to like a skeleton crew, and then like I was getting so mad the other day because like her boss was breathing down her neck about her store being like one of the lowest in the district right now. Well, she was one of the highest in the district for a while. And I'm like, well, can you say, well, you took all my fucking people? You know, no, of course she can't say that. Of course she can't say what's true and makes sense. How dare someone say what is true and what actually makes sense, you know? So... And that's what sucks about this type of corporate jobs too. Like even if you're right, you know, why does Mario hold his ears when he dies? With all due respect, Death Star Jedi, how the fuck should I know? why they designed Mario in a certain way? I'm still answering your first question. But yeah, I think the corporate world's ridiculous to where like if you're lower than someone, you can't call out bad decisions. No, you're okay. You're okay. It's just funny that people ask me things about games. Like I'm supposed to know why, 30 years ago, someone freaking designed a certain thing a certain way. Upper management likes to blame their employees for the mess they caused. Right. Corporate world just is aggravating. Fair enough. Well, I mean, yeah, no, you're all good, Death Star Jedi. I get questions like that a lot. Like someone will come in and be like, why does this game do that? Or, like, I don't know. It's just like, you don't know. I didn't design it. Because they thought it looked funny. Like no one ever grabbed their ears and I don't know. Hearing is the last thing to go. Maybe. They say after all your functioning dies off, you can still hear everything around you for a little bit. Which is terrifying. So here's another messed up theory that I heard the other day. That when we unalive, when we, kick the bucket, they have proven that for about 8 minutes or so, there's brain activity. And it's like a dreamlike state. So there's theories out there that dreamlike state that we are in, that may only be 8 minutes on this side of the world, lasts what could seem like 100 years over on the other side of the world. So we could basically essentially in those 8 minutes could live an entire lifetime in, they basically say you relive your life whenever you unalive. And another scary theory is we would never know. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? We would never know if we're already in that. There's a theory of there's a you're already unalived theory. Have you guys ever heard that? The theory of you're already there. There's theories like that to where you would never know if we're in that dream state now. There's crazy theories out there. Like the Matrix. Well, there's theories about that too. Yeah, like the Matrix basically. Yes, Matrix theories are crazy. Also, you see videos where people, you see the video where the girl cut the lemon and then she looked back and the lemon wasn't cut anymore. And they kept deleting her video. Right, Debbie? There's also theories about who was really the bad guy in the Matrix. Was it some guy who, rose up and, who was really the bad guy in the Matrix? I don't know. Were the agents really the good guys to keep order in the world and to make sure that people didn't know that, because when people do find out, they go crazy. They want to, who knows? I don't know. I try to be careful about what I say because I see these creators who talk who are careful about what they say, so I kind of try to take the same, like if they don't say it, I don't say it, you know. So yeah. Interesting, said Debbie. Scary and interesting, right? Scary, interesting. Oh, yeah. Well, you guys have definitely destroyed it this awesome evening, and I can't thank you guys enough. I like, honestly, the page needed a night like tonight. It has been a very slow month this month so far, so grandma being grandma, coming in here and lighting it up, taking us back to the past. And Fat Clat laying it down, and everybody else supporting. Thank you for listening and hearing me, and I do feel a little bit better after talking about it. I think I'm feeling under extra pressure and stress right now because I'm sick and I don't get a break. I would love to have a port to just learn something by plugging in. Yeah, that'd be cool. The whole I know Kung Fu thing. I know Kung Fu. J-Rocker, here's the thing though, historically, December has always been one of my biggest months. I'm gonna be real honest with you. So you can't, you know, unfortunately that reasoning falls on deaf ears, unfortunately, because I have analytics of prior years to show you that those months were historically huge, you know. What the fuck was that about? Oh, dang. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the lack of the low donos for the month. That's why I was talking about, you know, how there's analytics to show prior years, how crazy they were at times. But I gotta go check on my baby here after this level. I'll put that song on again, the old guy ADD when I go change the diapers. No, you're stressed because the lack, and it's Christmas and you have kids and still believe in Santa. Oh yeah. No, Owen asked me about Santa recently and I didn't, you know, he's like, I don't know if I believe in Santa anymore. And I couldn't tell him that he doesn't, you know, I wasn't going to be like, well, Santa doesn't exist. You're right. You know, no, I didn't say that. I said, well, you know, I just kind of like, you know, I didn't tell him he wasn't real, but I said, well, that, you know, because I think, I don't know. I forget when I stopped believing in Santa. Alright, I'm going to get my kiddo. I'll be right back, y'all. Hang tight. Yep, the kiddo is up. I just wanted to finish the level first. But I'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight. I'll be right back. If he wants a bottle and a diaper. ice truck will make this guy a bottle, and then I'll be right back. You want a new bottle? Be right back, everybody. You can go back to sleep.
Shadows fall, the screaming nights, pixel dreams seen endless nights. Controller group of balls, the hero guy, and eating the legends here. Echoes, a gothic spell. Virtual worlds where warriors dwell. Old games, new fire. Dark realms desire. From Castlevania's curse to the blood moon's thirst. Old Gaia, deity, rise higher, higher.
Thank you for waiting. Yeah, not bad for an AI song, right? I earned these damn P-Wings. Debbie said hi, Zane. I'm thinking there probably won't be a morning show. Kind of is right now. That is an awesome song. I love it. Heck yeah, Debbie. There are about 10 of them all together. I wonder if it played both. It probably didn't. It probably only played the first one. But either way, you'll hear more of them as the show goes on. Hey ADD, how are you, brother? Dude, I'm doing better. I got to vent, and some people in the community really blew up the donos tonight. Debbie and Fatclat and a few other people, so I'm very thankful for that. It's been a stressful month, man. It's been a low, low dono month, man. So I was just getting kind of worried. But I really appreciate the people who do support when they can. Here we go, onward. Oh man, sometimes I can make it through those with no problem. So, maybe an old person subject here, but you guys ever get dry skin on your feet? I hate it. I really do. I'm trying to use this stuff called O'Keefe's, I believe is what it's called. I'd be glad to see you. Alright, you got another P-Wing? We got plenty of P-Wings. Good lord. That's 5 more. Debbie said, you too, my friend. So you're off for the next 3 days, huh, Hanukkah? That's pretty awesome. I usually get dry skin. I'm taking showers that are too hot. Fair enough. I definitely take too hot of showers. Coming from an old person, yes, dry everything. Oh my gosh, Debbie. You're hilarious. Yeah, my showers are too hot. And I try to end them with cold. I'm not like Fat Clad, man. I can't do the cold showers all the time. Can't do them. I'm sometimes I go through phases where I have trouble doing any cold water. Alright, 5 more P-Wings. We're gonna use them. How do you guys like your showers, hot or cold? I know Fat Lad likes his cold. Hot showers open your pores, it's good. I like mine lukewarm. Hot, said Debbie. I go warm, not hot, mostly because I'm already too itchy as it is. See if you can throw on some lotion before you get dressed. Compensate a bit. I do actually. I've been using this and it's been helping a lot. I've been using this at night because the only thing that's really dry on me is my feet. You know, everything else is good. Just my feet. Yeah, Debbie, I love hot showers too. I'll just stand there. Yep. I love cold showers. I can just stand there and like, how cold are you talking? Are you talking like the cold right before it's warm? Or are you talking like you let it, you know, it's a glass of ice water cold? Like, how cold are you talking? I'm talking putting the handle all the way to cold. Man, that's crazy.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you. But you're crazy.
One of the best scenes in a movie. When I'm not feeling well, I will take hot showers. Fair enough. Geez, fat lad, you got no nerve endings, buddy, right? Seriously. Like, do you shiver? Do you keep your house warm? Are you a lizard? He's like, nah, you fucked up, ADD.
I was in the pool!
Did you used to shiver though? Because you're saying you're used to them. So was there a point in time when you weren't used to them and you like made yourself get used to them? Was it out of necessity? Like, so you did, so if you ran out of hot water, it didn't matter? Like, was it to train your body? Like, what is the, like, cause like your body does go into like a state of shock whenever you have the cold water. That's why people do like the 3-minute ice bath, is because it sends their body into like a state of shock that like is a good thing, honestly, into like a different type of state of shock that gets your metabolism and your blood flowing and sends all your blood to your organs basically. And you think it contributes to your endless energy? Huh. Okay, but once again though, were you cold at one point in time taking them? Like, at one point in time, was it something that, yes, I had to work my way into it. I take cold showers for improved circulation, builds up my immune system, metabolism. So did you used to take hot showers, like building into that, doing a certain amount of cold at the end, or did you just kind of like make yourself go into it? Interesting. I need that energy. Maybe I should think about that. All the way to cold, man, you crazy son of a gun. Warm showers, then slowly worked my way in. You're crazy. I didn't go straight to cold. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I should start just doing warm showers then. I was thinking if I did really hot showers and then did really cold showers, it would feel good, you know, but I think it's even colder then. Yeah, and you only sleep like 2 hours a night, right? Like you'll go to bed from like 3 in the morning to 5 in the morning and that's it? Machine. Oh. As much fun as I'm having with this conversation tonight, I probably should go to bed so I can get at least 4 hours before I get the kids on the bus. Maybe I should try a really cold shower in the morning instead of going back to sleep. Debbie, thank you. I can't I seriously can't thank you enough. It has been a really hard start to the month, so I'm very, very, very fucking thankful for tonight. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Noah. Thank you. You are the only one this month over 10k stars right now. So thank you so much, Debbie and Fatclat and Ivana and Alvin. So, autism is a motherfucker. I swear, it makes me so, like, my OCD is so awful. I think it's an OCD thing too. I just don't like when things are not going how I want them to go. I don't know. read up on the benefits of cold showers. I will. This was a good stream. I had fun. Thank you. Thank you everybody who's been watching on YouTube. I appreciate it, even if you're a bunch of fucking lurkers. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for watching. But you know what? I really love talking to people. And it'd be really cool if like more than 1 out of 35 of you on YouTube was talking. So I would really appreciate that. You're back, your phone died. Man, no, I'm sorry, I'm ending right when you get back. I'll stay for a couple minutes and chit chat here. Let's see. Here we go. Well, too, I came back at the end. Hey, that's okay. It is what it is, brother, you know? Yeah, let's put on this song for the outro, the K-pop one. I'm not much into K-pop music, but my buddy made these for me. And so I was like, those are really cool. I'm going to use them. He was going for like anime outro style music is what he was going for. So if you're wondering why is it so girly, well, you know, even Yu Yu Hakusho, an amazing anime with an incredible fighting story, has songs like this at the end. So if anybody have any questions for me before I go, I will take maybe 1 minute to answer a question or two before I leave. Dragon Ball has it 2 at the end. That's true, yep. Yep. I love the ending to Dragon Ball. We need to watch more of that. I just showed my kids the first episode of Dragon Ball Z the other day and they really liked it. But we still need to finish Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball has such a good story. Anybody have any questions before I go? I'm thinking about seeing how I say this and then I have all these ideas of streaming different games and then I start to think about it like right before the stream. Like tonight I was gonna stream Bloodborne and then like something in my mind was like stream Mario 3 instead. My youngest got into Dragon Ball. He and I have been waking up in the morning and watching a few episodes together. That's awesome. That's really cool. Good night, peeps. You take care. Yeah, Dragon Ball's a good show. I need to get my streaming done during the day, and then I could maybe do that with the kids in the evening and watch some shows. But I've been waking up late and getting my streams starting later, and so then I have to do my next show later. So, but I need to be available in the evenings. So I need to get back on my fucking schedule. It's just I think depression has a lot to do with it too. Depression and just sometimes like I'm so bad about wanting to sleep in. Is anybody else like that? Does anybody else like love sleeping in, like love going back to bed, love, you know, like if you can, like especially like I feel like sometimes like my mind's like, you got kids, go back to fucking sleep while you can because you're not going to be able to sleep later. That's what my mind says in the morning. I'm like, oh, it's 8 o'clock, I'm up, I could start streaming. And then the other part of it's like one shoulder's like, you know, I could start streaming, it's 8 a.m. and then the other shoulder's like, you should go back to bed, the kids are sleeping, go back to sleep. You guys ever feel that? The tug of, you know, either one, like, I don't know. Anyway. Let's see here. Good night, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for the support as I go through all of the hardships and dealing with. I love you all. Thanks for being a family for me. You're welcome, buddy. All right, everybody. Thank you for everything again, Debbie. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Fat Clad. Thank you, everybody. Take